The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. You own a house, but now you're ready. You think to buy that second home, to buy that vacation home. How much is it going to cost you, or how can you get it for free? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. Some housekeeping first. Number one, in 2026, my commitment to you is and always will be, if you own a house and you're thinking about selling your house, don't trust the websites. I have a phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400. A real estate agent will actually come out to your house and tell you what it's worth so you can make a decision about whether it's time to sell that home. Also, interest rates. If you bought a house in the last couple years, it's likely that your interest rate is a little bit too high. This year is the year to reset that rate. Same phone number on the screen. We will evaluate what your interest rate is right now and see if you can save money every month. Lastly, tomorrow is the big day. The first annual You Have Real Estate golf tournament takes place at Heathrow Country Club in Lake Mary, Florida, about 5 steps from my house, which makes me very happy. We do have a couple spots available if you want to come golf and hang out with me. QR code on the screen for the golf tournament. Now, the opening statement. So you bought a house, you have a family. We live in Florida, Orlando, Florida, inland a little bit. And you're thinking, you know what? It might be time to buy that vacation home, to buy that second home. Is that a good idea? And if you do so, should you rent that home? Great questions that we're going to answer by asking real questions. Every weekend on the program, we ask real questions to the trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. These two define trend-setting. Dallas Lehman, You Have Mortgage. Jason, Seda, LPT. What's up, guys? How are you?
Great to see you.
You are both. You're just cool. I mean, I don't know if you're trend-setting, but you're also cool guys. And you just did a deal together, which
Yes,
I thought was fascinating because I got to see it all come together. One of those deals, and we're going to talk about vacation rentals in a minute, but it was one of those deals that had every reason in the world to fall apart.
Oh, yes.
And I believe it did not fall apart because of the professionals that were making sure that it stayed together for, at the end of the day, for your clients.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it, Jason.
Beautiful warehouse we just closed on. I mean, yeah, a couple bumps in the road, right, Dallas?
Well, you know, there will always be a few bumps in the road.
It's normal.
You know
It's
how there's
normal
some
in the
speed
industry.
bumps
Yeah.
where you can kind of, you don't even have to really slow down. You just go right through. And
Right over
some
it, yeah.
in the neighborhoods, you shake, your car shakes. So.
Great monster truck that we took over those speed bumps. Let me tell you, me and Dallas, great team. I mean, Dallas, 25 years in the game, same with me, 20 years. So, you know, the experience showed for the table, and customers happy as can be.
Yeah, Dallas, working with an agent as great as Jason, how does that make the deal go smoothly?
I've got to tell you, he's an outstanding realtor, and for these type of deals, especially for commercial loans, when you have a team, it really ensures the deal is going to get done, because there are totally different nuances to residential versus commercial. When you have a good relationship with a strong realtor and the lender put together, it takes all of the guesswork out. There's instant communication. We keep the client happy. And I've got to tell you, it's a pleasure to work with Jason. I enjoy
Vice
it.
versa.
And also the client enjoys it.
Yeah.
So we live in Orlando, as we know, or Central Florida, and a lot of people, when they come down to visit from New York or whatever, they go, where's the beach? We don't see a beach. It's Orlando. Orlando is landlocked. We know that. And a lot of people want to buy a second home on the beach. Or maybe even you want to have a second home down in Palm Beach or something like that. It's a big step for someone who has maybe owned their real estate for a while, but now they're thinking they want to own that second home. What are some of the things I need to think about, Jason, before I buy a second home?
Well, you know, good thing with Florida is, you know, income producing, right?
Yeah.
You find an area that they will allow Airbnb, you know, or even seasonal renting. And then you block it off at the time you want to come down and enjoy the property. So it offsets the mortgage payment, the taxes, and everything in between. You know, that's what a lot of families are doing.
I've met a lot of people who want to have a second home now back in South Florida, like Palm Beach, and you have this beautiful one in Royal Palm Beach. And actually, having the Bright Line go down to Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami has made it so much easier to get to South Florida again. Tell me about this property.
Amazing townhome. This is in Cypress Key. This is like the Dr. Phillips of Palm Beach is what I would call it. It's 15 minutes away from downtown by the Bright Line, and it's around the corner from the airport as well. Wow. You know, it's a beautiful 4.3. It's about 2,500 square feet total, so it's pretty much the size of a regular single-family home. You know, this little neighborhood has $800,000, $900,000 homes in it, so it sits pretty well at its value, and it's priced competitively at $540,000.
I love it. So let's say, Dallas, someone wanted to buy this house as a second home down in Palm Beach, and they want to get a mortgage. They're not paying cash, they need to get a mortgage. How do mortgages differ on a second/vacation home versus your primary home?
Outstanding question. You're definitely going to put a little bit more money down for your down payment. Secondarily, a loan that size is what's considered a jumbo loan. And many times jumbo loans are manually underwritten. They may run them through the AUS, the automated underwriting system, but the underwriter is going to take a look at that because there is a little more risk, which demands the bigger down payment. Credit will be looked at a little bit more, but I've got to tell you, there's nothing better than having a second vacation home or investment property. It really increases your portfolio, the equity position you put yourself in, all of the pluses combined to make that a great opportunity.
What is the mortgage company going to look at to see if I can afford it? And secondarily, can they look at past rental history to show that it can rent?
They can, but they're going to look at what they really focus on is your credit rating right now. Credit is huge when it comes to a jumbo loan. It's all about risk mitigation when you get into loan amounts that high. And quite honestly, it's a good thing. The second thing they're going to look at is what's called CLTV, combined loan to value. Can you support both of those payments together on your income? So they're going to look heavily at the tax returns for income. They will look at previous rental histories on your tax returns if you ever rented before. But again, it is a great opportunity.
I agree totally. Another area down the street, which is landlocked, but I see a lot of people moving down here. If you've been down to Claremont lately, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's grown exponentially over the last 2 or 3 years. You have a really nice listing down there that I think is affordable, but also beautiful. Tell me about Cape Hatters.
It's beautiful. It's a development called Trad's Landing. It's kind of like the south part of Claremont, but they're building a highway that's going to be connecting 27 to 429. So that's going to be like the backbone of getting to Disney, let's just for say. But beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, single story. It's right next to the pool. You know, the layout's just phenomenal. It's split. So it's, at 2,300 square feet at $410,000, it's pretty competitively priced in that area.
Yeah, we were talking about credit earlier, Dallas. What are the most important parts for me? Credit-wise, I'm looking at buying a house, first home even. What are the most important aspects of that credit?
The most important aspects of credit are they look at your payment history. Have you made your payments on time? Number 2, do you carry a lot of debt on your credit cards, whatever that is? Do you have student loans? But I would say those are the 2 biggest factors of credit. And then they have what's called the ability to repay. Once they look at everything, they do want to make sure you have that ability to repay. But it's your history on making sure that you pay everything off on time and that you don't carry a lot of balances on the credit that has been issued to you. And then there's the standard things that everybody knows about. Do you have a foreclosure in your background? Do you have a car that's been repossessed? Have you had a lease that you may not have paid off in full? And those are some
extra mileage.
Right? Exactly right. But quite honestly, many of these things today can be cured. People can get their credit back, but most people they're responsible for their credit. They really are.
It's like the real estate agents who try to lease a car. You really think 12,000 miles a year is going to get it done? No way.
I'll do that in 2 months.
There you go.
Jason, Dallas, always a pleasure to see you both. Great job, great information. Here's what we're going to do. You want to buy that second home. How can you do it and actually have it cost you no money per month as you have real estate continue? Welcome to our house. I mean, you spend more time here than I do, but it is hurricane season. You know our windows are terrible. Yeah. When hurricanes roll through, we actually go to your parents' house because we feel safer there because you don't feel the wind vibration. Go feel the windows right now. Hit the windows like that.
Okay.
This is not a window.
No,
that
and
it should
I mean,
ever
there's
be relied
condensation
upon
from just our sprinkler.
But during a storm like that, you
Water's
wonder why you
coming
feel the
through.
vibrations. Even when a summer storm rolls through, we feel the vibrations here. That's why Dan Brigman is here today, Renewal by Anderson. Dan, as a man, I want to feel like I have a safe, protected place for my family. And I don't here. I'm not ready for hurricane season because of the windows that we have. What can I do as a family guy to make sure my family's safe during the storm season?
Well, first thing you have to do is you got to do what you've got to inspect your windows. You've got to know and learn about what you have. And you know, Justin, what you have is not a hurricane window. That's not going to stop anything from coming in this house. If a shingle or a terracotta tile were to blow off in your next door neighbor's house in a windstorm and hit that, and you're sitting at this table, it is not a good day. All right, it is coming through. So what we have to do is we have to get coastal windows in this house, and we have to get them in as soon as we can.
I totally agree. The financing that you have too is fantastic. You make it super easy for me to afford windows in my house.
Yes, we do. Look, we know that no home improvement project is cheap, right? I mean, most of us just don't carry, $50, $60, $70,000 around in our pocket, right? And so what you have to do is you have to make it affordable for our homeowners. And that's just what we do through our easy pay plans. We have multiple different ways that we do business. We have 12 months, no interest, 18 months, 24 months. We even have 180-month low interest plans. Some of them as low as 5.9. You can't even buy a house.
You can't. Not even close. Thank you, Dan, for coming, by the way. Do you feel better?
I do.
Are you going to stop yelling at me?
I mean, Dan's here, so Dan's going to save the day. RBA is always going to save the day.
Renewal by Anderson, QR code on the screen right now. Get your family prepared for hurricane season and storm season. Even if the hurricane doesn't come through, the storm season gets scary here in Florida as well. Do it today. So you're thinking about that second home, the beach condo, beach house. For me, I'm a Palm Coast guy. Don't even ask me how I ended up there, but I love it. It's very quiet. But many of you always have this dream of having that second home or second condo in New Smyrna Beach. And this man doesn't own New Smyrna Beach, but I would say he owns the real estate market in New Smyrna Beach. Matt Miller joins me. Matt, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Good. Thanks for having me back.
What's going on in New Smyrna right now, by the way? How is that market?
It's slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's some inventory that's sitting on the market. Houses are probably declining just a little in value, and you're getting some more reasonable deals. But overall, it's steady, it's consistent.
When someone is trying to buy a beach house or beach condo, it seems like there are different laws based on what city you're in, based on the building you're in, about how you can rent them. Because a lot of people want to buy it and use it some, but then rent it some to try to offset the cost, or maybe even pay the mortgage, or pay the taxes, or pay the HOA. How does that work with when I can rent and how long I can rent?
So most of your stuff beachside is pretty much 30-day rentals, unless you're oceanfront or one house off of A1A. If you're one house off, you can probably qualify short term. And then you can ask for some zoning changes if you want, but there's a bit involved with doing that. But yeah, it's tough to find short term, but 30-day rentals pretty much everywhere.
I want to talk about this beautiful house that you have right here with an elevator, by the way. No big deal. Second home elevator, that's never a bad day. Where is this in New Smyrna Beach? This is Jessamine Avenue. What part of town is this?
It is right behind the Seahorse Inn and Peanuts, if you're familiar with New Smyrna. So Jessamine's right behind there, so it's a block off of Flagler Avenue, and it's a block from the beach.
So like walk to the restaurants type of place. Really?
Easy walk, yes.
That makes me very happy. So this one, and I wanted you to bring this one in today because I think it's very unique. Because again, that second home, a lot of people don't want to shell out the monthly nut, at least all of it. They want to offset it by renting it. This one has a special arrangement for renting.
It does. So you can do 30 days on the house. You can do long-term on the house, but there is a unit downstairs that can lock out from the main house. So if you live there as a primary, you can do that one short-term rental. And that's sort of the workaround to get that qualified for short term. And it's a cute little efficiency, like apartment downstairs.
I love it. Offsetting the cost. Even if you have a mortgage payment, this would definitely offset the cost of the taxes and the insurance and that sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, and your monthly rentals on this run anywhere from $9,000 to $18,000 a month, depending on the time of year.
Really?
Yeah.
9 to 18 grand a month?
9 to 18 grand a month, yep.
Might take your number, sir. 407-205-0400. Matt will show you this beautiful house right in the heart of New Smyrna Beach. If you want something a little bit different, another beautiful home though, a little less expensive. Whose handwriting did you say this is, Derek? Ryan. Really? It's not good either. Derek Moser. 354, I don't know what court.
Cariota Court.
Cariota Court. Maybe it was just a tough word, Derek. Okay, no problem.
It's located in Venetian Bay. This one is going to be a year rental, so it's going to be more for a long term if an investor's buying. Great community, golf course there, amenities. There's a nice restaurant. There's a pool tiki bar within Venetian Bay, right next to the pickleball courts. And this home is priced amazingly well. We just reduced to $360,000. One just closed and appraised at over $378,000.
Yeah, Venetian Bay, more inland. I think most people who buy in Venetian Bay kind of live there or do long-term rentals. But it's a beautiful community with the golf and pickleball and everything that you said. Describe Venetian Bay a little bit more. And I also think it's a little closer to Lake Orlando. I would imagine some people that live in Venetian Bay actually work down this way.
It is. You can have a 30-minute commute to Lake Mary, so that's going to be a popular area. You're 15, 20 minutes from the beaches in New Smyrna. It's easy access to 95, so if you're going to go north to Palm Coast or if you want to go south to Cocoa, sort of dead center in a range of places that you can commute to for work.
Yeah, beautiful. You'd like to see this one, 407-205-0400. What else are you seeing in Volusia County? What are the kind of hot spots right now? Or maybe even what are some places you can get a great deal in Volusia County right now?
New construction.
Really?
So new construction, you're seeing rates anywhere from $399 to $499, and then they do some buy down programs where they're paying closing costs. A lot of multi-generational homes are starting to be built. There's a new community that's going to be coming to the land, and it's going to have some multi-generational stuff where you have 2 units under one roof for the mother-in-law.
Oh, I'm hearing a lot about that lately.
It's becoming a big thing.
Seems like families like each other again. It's nice to hear. Matt Miller, always good to see you, brother. If you like
Good to see you too.
If you don't want to see any of these properties, he'd be happy to show them to you. Here's what we're going to do, a very quick break. Some of you don't want that second home on the beach. You want a farm. You want something with some land. What should you do if that is your ideal version of a vacation home? As You Have Real Estate continues.
So Ryan, not only did you literally change, I don't know, our yard. I'm spending so much time outside. He is too. I mean, he can't even get off the putting green ever.
I've already gotten yelled at.
Well, you know what? It could be worse places.
That's the other problem, though, Ryan, is I got yelled at for having a bad backyard until you came, and now I'm getting yelled at.
And now we can't get him inside.
Because I just want to have a golf club.
Well, you know, we actually have this amazing way for me to come get to you and find you out on the putting green. So pavers, talk to me about the pavers, because when we originally met, I was like, Ryan, I want some cement, I want some whatever it is. I really want that in there to just kind of like change it up so it's not just turf.
Yep. Yeah, so the travertine in this case with turf strips is a very good option for something like that. It's a very elegant look as well. Yeah. We can do pavers or travertine in this scenario like this, to where you have the strips. And it just creates a nice little pathway.
It really just elevates the area, and it looks classy, it's rich. And then we talked about my little dead area over there that we're still working on. I'm gonna put some mulch back there, but you did these bricks, why?
So the brick is a nice little landscape border. It also defines a bed at the same time. And it's not something you're gonna have to replace.
No, I love it. Our yard is just, I don't know, so elevated. And this one's already talking about doing extra projects, so.
I can't help it. I mean, and because it looks so good, you just automatically think, okay, I could do this and that, and I think you should. And again, Ryan, you and I always talk about it. We live in Florida. You know, we're not in Nebraska. We're not in Boston. We spend a lot of time outside. The outdoor areas are so important to the resale value of the house, but maybe more importantly for us, like the enjoyment of our home.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about enjoyment more than anything. That outdoor living space is huge.
I agree.
Well, we love our yard. Stella does too. And it's dog friendly, which is huge, especially for us, because I mean, we're at her home too, and she's just wandering out. She loves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I think we're at her home.
Yes, yeah, we are. Definitely. Well, Ryan, thank you for literally changing our home, for making it more beautiful. I'm very happy. I feel like you and Justin are going to be golfing literally in more ways than one.
No question about it.
So.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I didn't say that.
Whatever.
That was me opening.
Do yourself a favor and call Delaturf if you're looking to elevate your space. Really, they can walk you through anything. I mean, they can do the pavers, they can do the bricks. Your dog will love it too. Call Delaturf today.
Welcome back to the show. Continue talking about your second home or your vacation home. A lot of us have always wanted the beach condo, the beach house, but I find a lot more of us who want more of a quiet atmosphere, maybe a farm or something with some land that you can sneak away from the hustle and bustle. The person who can help find that for you is here with me right now. Elisha Lopez joins me. So it's always been like everyone wants a beach condo, but I'm seeing more and more people, especially for nature lovers or horse lovers, who want to go up to the Ocala area, get some land and kind of chill. I mean, how often are you seeing people now with these second homes or the vacation homes come up to your area?
Actually, daily. I just had a call yesterday on exactly that, and so they want to build a barn-dominium.
Oh,
and they
whoa, time out.
Yes.
You can't say barn-dominium without
Isn't that cool?
telling me what the heck that is.
So it's exactly what it sounds. So like condominium barn. So you've got, it looks like a barn. You could, have it for your horse and have all that piece, and then also a condo in it to live there as well.
Barn-dominium.
Yeah, they're pretty bougie.
First time we've heard of barn-dominium on this program. That's amazing. I had no idea. So when you do buy something like that, how do you price it per square foot, or how does that work?
So they're not that common.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely conversions on already existing farms. Well, they'll convert them into that. But there's builders that will build the barn-dominium, and that's what this particular owner or buyer wants to do, is to purchase it and then almost build it like a duplex, so they could live in part of it and then rent the other piece out as an Airbnb.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And you also think about the springs and the rivers and the lakes and everything that we have there in north central Florida. What's that lifestyle like, especially for a family who might live in Orlando? An hour up the street is Ocala, and you can go there for the weekends. What's the atmosphere like?
I mean, it's just very relaxing. We have so much land. Ocala as a whole, Marion County is huge, but at the same time, it's just so small in a sense, and it really doesn't feel like you're in Florida.
Yeah.
But all of, like, you have the Ocala National Forest. I mean, the things that they do out there, like the type of weddings that they host, it's crazy to think that we're here just an hour from Orlando.
It is. It's amazing. And then you start thinking about the cost of buying a condo, say in New Smyrna Beach, a 2 or 3 bedroom condo. It's going to be $600,000-800,000 at least, I would think, for the condo, plus HOA fees that can be astronomical. With
and insurance.
And insurance too. The price of real estate in north central Florida, as I call it, is way less than that, even less than a condo.
It's just so much more affordable. So like those thoughts that everybody has had their whole life, when I get older, I retire, then I'm gonna have the condo on the beach. Well, economically, so it just doesn't work out the way it used to. But this way, you get to still have that second home and get away for the weekend, but way better budget.
Yeah, but if I have the beach house, I can rent it out on Airbnb or whatever. Can I rent up there? What's that like?
Absolutely, yes. There's actually, it's a lot more lenient, but when you have a condo, if the HOA won't allow those type of rentals, that's a big problem.
Yeah. And the World Equestrian Center obviously has changed the way the rental market works all through the Ocala area. Especially if you think of a barn-dominium or something with a farmer, maybe someone's competing at WEC and they want to bring their own horses and have a place for the horses to stay. It's changed how the rentals work up there.
Absolutely, and it is so convenient when you are, coming into town and you have a horse show, and that you could actually stay somewhere and then you get to have your horse with you and like have it all inclusive instead of, boarding the horse one place and then you got to run around. So it makes things a lot easier.
Sure does. And those hotels there are not cheap, by the way.
Yeah,
the ones that are right on site can be a little expensive.
Oh yeah.
You're looking to invest in real estate, but you're not thinking beach. You're thinking space. You're thinking land. You're thinking farm. This is the person to talk to about that. I have a QR code on the screen right now for Elisha, real broker. She's fantastic at what she does. She'd be happy to send you everything that's on the market right now, new things as they come up. We were talking before the show, though, as well about some land. We're not going to spill any beans on what you got going on, but it's the old story of it's growing so much in northern Florida that there are so many families sitting on gold mines they don't even know about it. If I'm sitting on some land, I want to know what to do. Can I call you? Can you help me figure out what it's worth? Because I think these people don't know.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Like vacant land is something I've been selling for almost 26 years now, and not just residential, but commercial as well.
Yeah.
And like you said, that people work their whole life, and they are literally sitting on a pot of gold, but if they're not working with the right listing agent, they could definitely be leaving a lot of money aside.
Absolutely. Wish, always good to see you. QR code on the screen for her. And if someone is approaching you about, hey, I want to buy your land, you need a professional helping you. You need someone like Elisha, because they're going to try to get the best deal they can do. They're going to try to take advantage of you at the end of the day. Thank you to our amazing guest today, our wonderful team. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.